Great to have you with us from Faroe Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I caught up with Tennessee's head coach before the game. He has great confidence in the line of scrimmage and their ability to run the ball today. That's because he has got an experienced back. With the freshman quarterback, if he doesn't like what he sees, he can hand it off, and they will plan on having great success up front. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Inside. It's Bishop. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Ready to fire from the pistol. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a little room there. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
They'll give it to Hardy. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the back. Turning it on! They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Hardy. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
On the run, it's Bishop. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better than that.
This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it away and hammers it. You want to talk about flipping the field. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Missouri!
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Make a big play in the passing game, single snap, get a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Bishop. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Oh, better look out! Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got us. He'll try to take it back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Boy, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Davis. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong.
He wants to take the top off. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the...
Makes the grab in their space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Now the play fake. Buying some time. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. They keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me fourth down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
And the Volunteers have it in scoring position on first and goal. On the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And This offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And the extra point is good. They marched 79 yards on the drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. Fielded in the end zone, it's Dotson. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown Vols. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
The throw. Finds his big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Run in the red zone, it's Bishop. Beck's going for the goal line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Volunteers. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Right back to Hardy on first down. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Simmons. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly. And
touchdown, Tigers. Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Second down, he'll throw it. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Bishop. There he goes. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Makes the grab on the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he is a problem.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this.
A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Simmons to throw. Bringing the heat. Unleashes one. That's reeled in. It's Hardy. Breaks into the open. Drills him with the stiff arm. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it out. It's Dotson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Might be changing the route. Looking for room. It's Bishop. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run play action. On the run deep down the right side. He holds it in and nobody's close. And he scores! Touchdown ball!
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Just about set to get this second half underway. Looking for blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
He wants to go deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Could be an alley. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out.
Throws it deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got his man downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Throwing Simmons. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air. It's Simmons. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. How about that shot into the end zone? And he makes the grab for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And he's got that by-you speed. Like I run by you. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bishop. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's...
He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The short hands, it's Lee. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Simmons fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Simmons on play action. Looking long. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Across the 25, he's got room.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Caught, and he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go.
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Coming out with it, it's Dodson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy.
There's some room. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. The play-action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Pulls it in. It's Davis. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing in 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pulls and fires complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's a
touchdown ball. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score.
49.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Throwing Simmons. Dangerous throw there. This knocked down and incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Simmons from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he wants it all. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Keep it on the ground. Touchdown Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Finds his big tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hardy. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Simmons. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. The Tigers are marching down the field. Austin Simmons, the play fake, using his feet to buy time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. So now it's 2nd and long. to throw, it's Simmons. Going for the big play. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage. That quarterback. He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining, and they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's Simmons to throw. Shoots it to the left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing.
Sent it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day, but sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good cover.
Lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the